Well, it's amazing how some things can become so dark so very quickly, and then some comedic some other times, and then just so full of despair in another. The Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer, here to bring you Fairy Tail Final Series Episode 19, or 207, whatever. In this episode, well, turns out the gang managed to rescue Brandish from being strangled to death by her annoying servant. So, Lucy confronts Brandish and wants to know, how do you know my mother? And of course, well, Brandish doesn't fully answer fully, but saying that Layla is the reason why her mother is dead. And so Brandish pulls some quick moments where she actually tries to strangle Lucy to death, saying that while she doesn't have anything against her, she feels like this is necessary. It's just, however, then that water splashes on a broken key of celestial key that Lucy had, that same key being Aquarius, the spirit she had to sacrifice to summon in order to summon the great spirit king, celestial king, I mean. So, and that actually brings Aquarius temporarily back. She's a lot kinder now than before, although not completely, because it turns out that Brandish's mother, who was a servant of Layla, actually was allowed to have Aquarius key until Lucy will get in the close of age. And Aquarius, well, she seems to have had the time of her life bullying poor little Brandish into becoming basically her toy, doing stuff like saying, I am your mistress and all that stuff. It's during this time, however, she shows the truth on what happened to Brandish's mother, something that even Brandish did not know about. And take, taken. Oh, sorry. I just. Sorry, it was just. I thought I heard something. What I'm trying to say is, she just suddenly takes them on a celestial memory, like star memory of sorts that looks very similar to those memories on Ravemaster, where Aquarius and Lucy temporarily become like mermaid figures, and they see the past and however it happened. And it all goes back to the Eclipse Gate. The Eclipse Gate had to be used to open uh, a gate for something. However, in order to do that, all the keys of the celestial spirits were needed, but Brandish's mother could not be reached when Layla had to do that, so Layla had to use a lot of her own life aura in order to open it, and it significantly weakened her and that was actually the reason why she died. When Brandish's mother heard about this, she was in mourning, and she blamed herself, but Layla did not blame her, saying that she and her daughter should become friends with Lucy, her own daughter. However, it was during this time that Brandish's mother was killed by another person, uh, Cercolius. No, I actually forgot his name, but an old member of the Grimoire Harto, the guy who possessed the spirit, the spirit of the Goat Man. Turns out that he has always cherished his master somewhat, and he blamed Brandish's mother for it. So he was the reason why she is dead, which caused Brandish to break down. Eventually, though, Happy and Natsu reaches back, but Natsu is heating up and apparently have come and created an ethanol tumor because he has overused his magic too much. Lucy is also in panic, so Brandish decides that if you take away my magic restricting shackles, I will shrink the tumor so he will be alright. And indeed, she does save his life, although he doesn't wake up. So Brandish may not be so bad as all things, but who knows. Elsewhere, Aquarius and Lucy have one final chat where she reveals that Aquarius reveals that her key has regenerated, but she will not tell Lucy where it is. So Lucy has found a new goal to do after this war is over. Elsewhere, however, things takes a turn of despair, as Kagura still cannot believe on the brief clash with Dimara on how she could strip her of her clothing. It wasn't like she was even moving. And elsewhere, the four gods of Ishwal, or was it three, since Jura is not one of them, is surprisingly being overwhelmed by Goto Serna, while Warren just silently laments that he wished to see Mavis one last time. So is that implying that he actually knew she was alive, or ergo sealed inside a lacrima? Who knows? But a pretty emotional chapter. The chapter of it was very suspenseful and dark when the Brandish wanted to kill Lucy like that. But then taking the story on the story about Brandish's mother and Layla was a very tear-jerking thing. The most shocking thing was Gotto Sereno somehow overwhelming all the rest of them. That is not exactly good. That is screaming despair. But I'm looking forward to see what this story is taking us next. So give me your thoughts if you have any.